Good evening. Small steps in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest step of your life. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines.
Bahrain named the happiest among Arab nations. Blueprint set to be drawn up for Bahrain's labour market. Saudi won Best Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai. Turkey built massive bridge linking Europe and Asia. Thailand dropped pre-arrival COVID tests for foreign visitors.
News in detail. Bahrain named the happiest among Arab nations. The Kingdom of Bahrain has achieved the highest ranking among Arab countries in the world, Happiness Report 2022, published by the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network. The report ranks the kingdom in the 21st position out of a total of 146 countries, improving one position from last year's report. The report highlighted that the kingdom is among the 10 countries with the largest gains from 2008 to 2012 to 2019 to 2021. The World Happiness Report 2022 ranks 146 countries based on the average results of the Gallup World Poll over a 3-year period. Blueprint set to be drawn for Bahrain's labour market. A blueprint for Bahrain's labour market is set to be drawn up by the government this year. Labour and Social Development Minister Jamil Humaidan told MPs in writing that the new plan would start from 2023 and continue until 2027. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister toured the BIC following the start of the first practice session of the F1 Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix 2022. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, yesterday toured the Bahrain International Circuit following the first practice session of the Formula 1 Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix 2022. His Royal Highness highlighted that the kingdom has become a global destination for motorsport events. His Royal Highness toured the paddock and track area, where he met with senior Formula 1 figures, team managers, racers and race organizers, and was briefed on preparations before the start of the final race. His Royal Highness expressed his gratitude and appreciation for the efforts of the kingdom's national workforce and their dedication and contribution to the organization of various sporting events. MPs are seeking return of squandered public money. Parliament is demanding the return of squandered government money mentioned in the 2020-2021 National Audit Office report. It is amongst 11 recommendations proposed by the Financial and Economic Affairs Committee after reviewing the report and meeting with officials from ministries and government bodies found in violation over the past 4 months. Labour and Social Development Minister received PhD thesis. Labour and Social Development Minister Jamil bin Muhammad Ali Humaidan received Khalid Sayed Ali, who presented a copy of his PhD dissertation titled Role of Bahraini Newspapers in Prioritizing Political Issues. The PhD thesis analyzes the impact of Bahraini newspapers in directing public opinions regarding political issues and using journalistic styles in highlighting topics and proposals to officials. The minister stressed the importance of the dissertation and commended the writer's efforts to rely on field research, scientific and investigative style. Today's COVID updates.
COVID updates brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers.
Bahrain comes alive with Formula 1 celebrations. Bahrain International Circuit sold out its F1 hospitality as well as seating on the main grandstand. Colorful characters including musicians, magicians, percussionists, dancing drummers, stilt walkers charmed the audience, offering unprecedented entertainment. Special areas were earmarked for children's entertainment at the grand venue. The crowd could not stop their excitement as they boogied to the tunes set by renowned Dutch DJ Afrojack and DJ Don Diablo, who performed last night at Bahrain International Circuit. BIC will be opening its gates to the public from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. As part of the off-track activities, fans will have a chance to meet their favorite F1 drivers in person during the autograph session, scheduled to be held from 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. next to the main stage at BIC's vending area. Only a limited number of tickets to the race weekend remain as BI has completely sold out its F1 hospitality as well as seating on the main grandstand. The 3-day mega medical camp organized by Bahrain Cancer Care Group in association with Bahrain Al Hilal Hospital started yesterday. Report.
The mega medical camp was inaugurated by Yusuf Yaqub Lori, Capital Governorate Director of Information and Follow-up at the Al Hilal Hospital Adiliya branch. The camp, which started yesterday, March 18th at Salmabad Al Hilal Hospital, will continue for today and tomorrow. Many workers have been arriving since yesterday morning to avail this service. Dr. P.V. Cherian, Chairman of Cancer Care Group, welcomed the guests on the occasion of the mega medical camp. Hosnia Karimi, HR consultant and social activist, was the guest of honor. Al Hilal Hospital Salmabad branch manager Tony Matthew was the chief guest. Hosnia Karimi, Tony Matthew, and event coordinator Naina Muhammad Shafi were present with mementos, and volunteers Gangan Trikaripur, Roji John, Pravish Prasanan, and Srija Sridharan were presented with certificates. Sociocultural activist, Chairman and Managing Director of IMAC Bahrain Media City, Francis Kaidarath, KCA President Roy C. Anthony, Abraham John Devaraj, Ajay Krishnan, N.K. Matthew, and many other distinguished personalities were present at the event. The General Secretary of Cancer Care Group, Katie Salim, delivered the vote of thanks. Matthew George was the master of ceremonies.
Now we will be back after a very short break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. Saudi wins Best Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai. Saudi Arabia's Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai has won the award for the Best Pavilion along with 2 honorary awards according to the selection of the prestigious Exhibitor magazine. The Saudi Pavilion won the award for the Best Pavilion at Expo 2020 Dubai in the category of large suits as well as the honorary award of the category of Best Exterior Design and in the category of Best Display. Saudi Pavilion had won the Platinum Certificate in Lead by the US Green Building Council, and it also holds 3 Guinness World Records. It also achieved a record number of visits, which exceeded 4 million visitors. Saudi enables self-registration of pilgrims' biometrics in UK. The third phase of implementing the smartphone application service for self-registration of Umrah pilgrims' biometrics has begun in the United Kingdom. The launching ceremony of the application titled Saudi Visa Bio was held in the presence of the Deputy Saudi Ambassador to the UK, Hassan Al-Gumai, along with other representatives of several Saudi ministries and government agencies. The new service will enable the British applicants for Hajj and Umrah visas to register their biometrics from their countries after installing the Saudi Visa Bio application on their smartphones. The biometrics matching process will be carried out at the time of the pilgrim's arrival in the kingdom. Turkey built massive bridge linking Europe and Asia. The President of Turkey, South Korea's Prime Minister, and other officials inaugurated a massive suspension bridge Friday over the Dardanelles Strait that connects the European and Asian shores of the key waterway, the Associated Press reported. With a 2,023-meter span between its towers, the 1915 Çanakkale Bridge becomes the world's longest suspension bridge, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said. It connects the town of Gelibolu, located in the European side of Turkey's northwestern province of Çanakkale, with the town of Lapseki in the Asian side. Bridge allows travelers to cross the Dardanelles in just 6 minutes compared to the previous 1.5 hours by ferry, the president said. Thailand drops pre-arrival COVID test for foreign visitors. Visitors vaccinated for COVID-19 will no longer need a test before traveling to Thailand starting April 1st, health officials said Friday. Visitors will still need to take a RT-PCR test upon arrival and a self-administered rapid antigen test on the 5th day in the country, said a spokesperson for the government's Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration. The Associated Press reported. Thailand is keen to restore its lucrative tourism sector, which took a nosedive when most arrivals from overseas dried up since April 2020. In Peru, skull of marine monster points to fearsome ancient predator. Paleontologists have unearthed the skull of a ferocious marine predator, an ancient ancestor of modern-day whales, which once lived in a prehistoric ocean that covered part of what is now Peru, scientists announced on Thursday. The roughly 36 million-year-old well-preserved skull was dug up intact last year from the bone-dry rocks of Peru's southern desert, which allows long, pointy teeth. Reuters reported, scientists think the ancient mammal was a Basilosaurus, part of the aquatic cetacean family, whose contemporary descendants include whales, dolphins, and porpoises. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.